Trump is completely changing the game in the financial system through cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin, and some of the top 5 cryptos. Now, this is getting super serious. The game is completely different now. We moved from the hype, get rich quick, hopium, to you better have your shit together. The stuff I've been talking about consistently since 2020. You don't need the best token to get rich quick. You need an ecosystem and a plan, because there's a whole different level playing in the game. And last Friday's 19 billion liquidation was an exact sign of that. So here is your sign. They're working to cement Trump's bill to add Bitcoin to 401ks. I work in the insurance industry. I own a brokerage. And I guarantee you within the next 2 years, which insurance is always last, they're eventually going to allow us to allocate or index into things like Bitcoin, which is going to change the game. Here's how you're going to get wrecked. Is because you're following hopium, you're chasing price predictions, and you're price sensitive. And so days like Friday, you panic sell. And then what we do is we buy the red when people panic sell. And then when it goes into euphoria and then boom, there's a huge blow off top, you think you're going to catch. So for example, they tell you it's going to go to here, and you're waiting for that, and it doesn't. And it comes sliding back down. That's not a game plan. That's hope. That's going to the gas station, buying a lottery ticket. That's going to Las Vegas and hoping that you hit the jackpot. Hopium and dopium doesn't work. It's like a drug addict, and you'll never have enough. If you're going to play in this game, I've always told you have to have a long-term mindset. Build a solid, fundamental crypto portfolio if you're going to play in crypto. Never invest unless you understand what you're invested in. And once you get in, build an ecosystem, inside and outside. If you happen to have a big liquidity event, a big, huge price appreciation, get some off the table. Everybody's so worried about capital gains. But if you know how to beat hurdle rates and you know how to properly allocate assets, you can crush the capital gains. I share with you on all my videos on YouTube, on the back end, exactly what I'm doing. I have ecosystems. What I do know is that the dollar is losing value every single day. It's lost 11% purchasing power. So I don't care what you invest in, but I go into deflationary assets that have fixed supplies. My fixed supply assets, Bitcoin went up over 200% over the last 4 or 5 years, and XRP 800% since I've been holding since 2020. I crushed inflation. But when Trump got elected and I hit my first target on XRP, which is $2.70, I was holding since 17 cents. I exited 10% of 50% of my portfolio. I flooded it into my ecosystem, which creates systems, processes, cash flow, leverage, and protection. So it's real. The market's not going to do what you think it's going to do. It's only going to do what the elites are going to make it do. And it's your discipline and your system that's going to keep you balanced and help you build wealth. So I hope this information helps. It's real. It's here. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Love you guys. God bless.